All right, guys, sorry if this looks so rough, but today is a day I have been waiting for. It is early in the morning. I just dropped my kids off from school. It's 8:30, and I'm about to head out to finally pick up the PS3 collection from Garrett I've been waiting on. We got the money here in hand, so we're going to head out and grab it. He has given me a great deal, and there's a bunch of bonus stuff in it, so I can't wait to kind of go over it and show you guys this collection because it is awesome. Maybe not everything. Maybe I'll just not one by one. I'll just lay it out on the floor, possibly, so you can get an overall view and some of the better stuff in it. But I'm stoked. Let's head on up the road and go snatch this stuff.
2 hours later.
All right, guys, sorry for the mess, but I did my best to lay everything out here the best I could. All the guides, all the games, 130 plus PS3 games there, plus some PS4 stuff on top there. The backwards compatible PS3. There is just so much to go through. I'll give you a shot here of the guides and stuff first. And there are some really cool guides in here, guys, that you'd be surprised how much they hold for value. Fallout, that bad boy right there, the Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 collector set. Awesome stuff in here. Dragon Age. Now let me get you up to the game so you can see those. Of course, the console here with its paperwork. I'll have to find a box so I can make this thing CIB. Some sealed PS4 stuff that I wanted for the collection he had. The Resistance whole set. And then here are the games. Just a quick overview of some of these. Sorry, I'm trying to stretch over so you can see some of this stuff. But again, we'll switch to the desktop here, and I'll show you guys some of the bigger titles from it. But a lot of great stuff I get to add to the collection. Garrett really hooked me up. We'll talk about it more when I'm at the computer, but yeah. Really awesome day I've been waiting for to pick up this stuff from him. Garrett's been great. Incredible deal on this stuff. So let's show off some of the highlights. All right, guys, so we are here at the desk, and I have my little highlight stacks here I want to show off to you guys. But again, quick backstory to fill you guys in on how all this worked out and who Garrett is, if I haven't mentioned his name yet. If you've been following the channel for a couple of years now, there was a guy named Garrett I met on Facebook Marketplace who's kind of local in my area. He lives in like the next town over, but it's only about a 25-minute drive. And he listed up a Vita collection for sale. And I ended up purchasing that from him. But since that first meeting when I met him, it just a friendship had kind of blossomed right there because his taste in games, especially being JRPG heavy and stuff, we share so many similarities and tastes in the games that we like. So when his stuff is available for purchase, it's like, yes, it's all stuff I would dream and want to have in my collection if I didn't already have it. So ever since first meeting him, it's just an amazing experience. I don't only go over there and just hang out with them and pick up the stuff. 10 minutes, I'm gone. No, I'm hanging out up there for about 2 or 3 hours because we're just shooting the breeze, hanging out, talking to his parents because his parents are just as awesome. His dad's a big gamer, plays Diablo 4 and stuff all the time. So we share Diablo stories and everything. I mean, we're friends on PlayStation and we play games and stuff together too. So it's just an awesome friendship. But what Garrett does is he has a nice collection. But what he would do is really focus on one set of his collection. For example, the PlayStation 3. He would say, all right, I'm going to go through all my PlayStation 3 stuff and either play the games I want to play. If I don't want to play it, I'll watch video on it, don't like it, I'm just going to skip it. So that's pretty much what he does. And he goes system by system. That's how I got the Vita stuff. He finished that first, and it was 3DS, bought all that, then Wii U. So once he finishes something, he contacts me so I can get it. And the next items up were the PlayStation 3 collection. So again, Garrett's awesome. He hooks me up with great deals on this stuff. Again, he doesn't like me sharing the prices of stuff on all these collections that I buy from him because the deals are so good, but he knows the values and he still hooks me up with great prices. So let's go through some of the highlights now. We'll get the guide stuff out the way first. There's not too much there. So first up, just some Brady guides here that I thought were really neat was the Near one. And we also had both White Knight Chronicles strategy guides here. So I really like level 5 and their items, and I like collecting for them. So it's really cool to get the White Knight Chronicles strategy guys to add to that collection. And not that these are big ticket items or anything, just really cool ones. I already have this one, but the Dark Souls Collector's Edition guide. But this is one I did not have, the Dark Souls 2 Scholars of the First Sin guide. So glad to add that to the collection. These are like the 3 big boys, I guess, out of the guides here as far as value-wise. And that is the Fallout New Vegas Official Collector's Edition guide. I mean, ever since that show came out, Fallout stuff is just crazy price hikes on it. But I love Fallout, so all that stuff is staying with me. And then the Fallout 3 guide. But the Big Daddy set out of all the guidebooks is this one. It's the Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, like a premium collector's edition set here. And when you open it up, it's got like the magnetic set. These are strategy guides. I guess they re-released for the series. If I can pull them out here. Again, because this box is in great shape, so I don't want to mess anything up. But they each have their own titles here, 7, 8, and 9. And it's just re-releases that are hardcovers of the strategy guides. And I do have a Final Fantasy VIII strategy guide, but I'm curious to know if they are similar one-to-one copies or if they've added new things in them from the paperback guide. So I think that alone is like a $250 set of guidebooks, which is crazy, but Final Fantasy collectors and stuff like that, it is insane. And that is a beautiful set right there, which makes me curious because he has the set for 9, 10, and 12 at his house that I'll be getting in the future that looks just like this. So I'm wondering if they did a similar set for like the Super Nintendo entries and stuff, if there's guides books for that. So he never had those, so he doesn't know, but that'd be really cool. I wonder if they did that for the whole series. All right, so now into the PS3 highlights. There's like 14, 15 games here we'll shoot through. And a lot of these, I mean, they probably do have some value in it, but at least like this first one, it's probably not worth a whole lot, but I think it's just really cool. I've never seen the Dragon Age Origins Steelbook, and I really love the game. I never played the Awaken, like the DLC that came out for it, so this is one I need to go back and revisit sometime down the road, but really neat. And some of these I don't know anything about, like this Tears to Tiara 2, but I know that Atlas stamp on it sometimes means it's a pretty good entry or a good game. So we'll check it out. The problem will be is like this bad boy is sealed, so it's the case of do you open or do you not? So really cool. Dustin Christ Classic here, Time and Eternity. Finally got it. And this one was a little bit surprising. This Best of PlayStation Network Volume 1, which I guess there's multiple volumes of it. But it's just a collection of, I guess, PlayStation Network only games that never really had a physical release. But, hey, this little collection here apparently has a little bit of value. And we got it, so cool. All right, next up here, Alex, you can let me know on this one, man. Metal Gear Solid, the Legacy Collection, and it is still sealed. This will probably remain that way just because there's so many other ways to play this thing, but awesome. And this was the one that I did already own, and this is actually my copy. I've already replaced mine with his better copy, and that is Lollipop Chainsaw was also in the collection. This next one is one I was really looking forward to adding to the collection, and it's going to hurt because I'm going to have to break the seal on this because I do want to play this version, and that is the Deadly Premonition Director's Cut on the PS3. And yes, like I said, it is still sealed. The reason I want to play this one, it's out on PC, but it's something wrong with it, man. Like whenever I try to play it, it is just too janked up. Like the controls don't work. It's just really weird. Maybe it's been patched. I'll have to check it out and see, because if it has been patched, then I will just leave this one sealed for the collection. But it's one I've been really wanting for the collection, and glad to finally have it. This is one of those games here, Wet, that was really cheap back in the PS3 days in the GameStop dumpster bins, but for some reason it's worth a lot of money now, so we got some Wet. Another one here I've heard people talk about is Puppeteer. I don't know too much about it or if it's one I'll like, but still cool to have. Another one in the collection that was high on my radar I was looking forward to adding was Folklore. And this is a game for some reason, like it had shot up in value big time, like 80 bucks, I think, at one point to 100. But it has since come back down. So it's more affordable now. I think it's in that $40 to $50 price range, but I'm still happy to have it. Another one here I'm surprised I didn't have yet, and I only need one more now, Drakengard 2, which I think is the most expensive out the set. But Drakengard 3, and as you can see, we got the little tear up here, but this one is still sealed as well. So if you haven't noticed, Garrett, again, he'll skip over stuff. So if he doesn't play it or sees gameplay doesn't interest him, he doesn't care and leaves it in the wrapper. He's not a guy who comes home and tears it open and just waits until it's time to play it. So, and all of his stuff is in mint condition. So awesome. And one to already own on the 360, but now we got it on the PS3 is Warhammer 40K Space Marine. And the sequel came out recently and people seem to be loving it. So awesome to have the PS3 copy. Next two, again, are some I don't know anything about, but they had a little bit of value, and that is Trinity Universe. This as well is still sealed, and this is NIS America. I'm not the biggest like Disgaea fan, and I think NIS does some stuff with that, so I don't know if that's going to share similarities with this, but here we go. And last but not least, Knight's Contract on the PS3. I think this is one that demands a pretty good amount on the Xbox 360 as well. But this actually looks awesome as far as like the gameplay on the back. So I'm looking forward to actually trying this. And now I finally own it. I finally can give it a try. I forgot one more highlight I wanted to show off. You kind of saw it in the back of the picture or the video there. Was this the Resistance 3 bundle, which it comes with the Move camera and with the camera and the controls and a little gun attachment here for Resistance 3. So this is really cool. He did open it at one side is still sealed, and he opened it at one point, but he never used it. Like everything is still kind of wrapped up. And there you go. That's it. There's still a bunch of great stuff that's in this collection. It's just so much to go over. Again, 100-something games. This video would go on forever. And I probably already jabbered on about it too much already. So again, thanks to Garrett. Thanks for the wonderful deal on this stuff. Thanks for adding probably 100+ games to the collection that I needed. It is just awesome stuff here. So what do you guys think? What are some highlights you guys saw in some of the guides, or maybe with some of the games I was going over that you think I should jump in and dive into first, or what could be some highlights for you? So thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.